Yeah. Depending on this will depend on cutting the other clip. Because I don't want to keep it. God damn it. For the love of anything that is holy, what the fuck? Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Okay, I'm live. Pray to the gods, this is all good. Okay, now I have to re-upload this. God damn it. I desperately hate when I have to do this. Please be gentle with me. Please and thank you. Well, until that finishes, I guess I'll go ahead over here. I would say thank God it was early into the stream, because the last thing I want is, oh, an error has occurred while I'm in a cutscene in the story quest. That is by far my worst feeling ever if that happens. Oh, it's this area. Well, either way, I haven't used my resume yet. I'm still doing daily commissions. For the love of God, please work with me. Do not do this again.
This is order.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh? Bubba, get them! Born of ice and frost.
See how long this lasts, cause the grind with artifacts is gonna take a bit longer. It's gonna take a bit of my time. Plus we have to do a decent amount of grinding again today.
Rise.
Damn it. Sapphians.
Stabilize. Let me try.
Nice and spicy.
One strike will suffice.
Let's light it up!
Gather to this. Yes.
Thank God it goes. Oh. Damn it, I did not mean to do that. Let's not check pity again, because that caused my error to occur, which is a bit concerning. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I was just checking pity on Genshin, Jesus. Checking weapon banner pity, I'm at 56 pity on the weapon banner. I don't think I said that earlier. But in this clip, like, that was what I was doing just before the stream just got yeeted.
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
I know I've wasted almost 500k for the weekly, unless I've done it now. I don't remember. Probably have done now. But the main run time. Oh. How's it going? Sure is going now, isn't it? Because beginning of my stream got cut because something happened. I don't know. An error occurred and my stream ended. So I'm debating whether I want to keep the clip or yeet it. It literally, I guess, 10 minutes ago or so. Or was it like 5 now? When it happened. Either way. It's whatever. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Better it happen now rather than during the story quest. I'm excited for this event. This, not event, but this story quest. 'Cause I've heard a lot of good news about it. A lot of good news about it. I can't wait to see the lore dump that's gonna be placed upon us here.
Gather.
All hail. Go in. Eat this.
I will have order.
That could have been faster. Oh, I found artifacts today. I'm hoping for energy recharge sands. So bad. I'm really praying for an energy recharge sands from Emblem set.
Gather.
This is long overdue. At the fry pan. Everybody stand.
Order guide you.
You're toast. Born of ice and frost.
So pretty fast run. Alright. I swear I've been getting so many circlets lately. Jesus. Look, I don't mind, but goddamn. Can I get something different? Kind of praying I don't keep getting circlets only.
Solidify.
Blaze over. Booba, get them. Go in. Eat this.
Damn, nice damage from
This
Bennett
is
there.
order.
Could always hope for a crit rate circlet from Emblem set to replace my Shunling, but I need a really specific one at this point. Unless I get really lucky on the rules of it. Okay. I could give it a chance. That Shimenawa flower, as much as I want to roll that, that's gonna be one of the first artifacts I'm probably just gonna leave out and just let it sit there in my inventory until I decide to raise it. I need feathers, man. I'm tired of seeing that. I bet you it's gonna roll well too if I actually roll that,
Solidify.
because for some reason
Rex
I get
Lopez.
fucked over on the feather only, which is just hilarious to me because I never thought I'd be that bothered
Order
by it,
guide you.
but it
No
just
touching.
be like that, I guess. Hey, oh. Yeet, yeet. Mm. It's like I could keep that and see if it gives me the stat, but I hate wasting the artifacts like that. So it's very iffy. I'm probably just gonna start holding on to stuff like that from now on.
Solidify.
Blaze over. We're with. Teamwork is strength. Eat this.
This is order.
Damn it. And wow, it's like how many times did I get an attack circlet there? God damn. Anyways, let's see what happens. That guy was gonna volley sir the hail bomb. We got 3 more domain runs we can do, and then I'll start the story quest up. I'm really excited for this one, but I'm really nervous about this one. I have no idea what this is gonna be like. And I can't wait to see what happens for next week. But we'll see when we get to that in a couple of days. That's the way she tossed up. Oh, that. Yeah. She doesn't Valiant, but then again, she just kind of like places in the air and then icicles come down from below or from above, right? See how her burst animation is. Okay, I think I'm gonna do these domain runs first. Then I'll see what artifacts to raise. I really am getting tired of farming this domain. I'm gonna start going to Viridescence so I can polish up my animal characters because it's literally the only archetype at this point of all the elements. It's the one I really don't ever invest into because I don't see a reason to invest so much so into animal characters. But I'm looking forward to if Kazuha is announced in 2.6, I'm going straight for him. So yeah, I'll guarantee him this time around, rather than me having a guarantee and then deciding to skip him because I wanted to do the weapon minute
Solidify.
for Yakin back then.
All
I
hail.
could never regret getting 2 Misfit with Floors when I did that.
Everybody stand up. You're toast.
I will have order.
Yay!
Born of ice and frost.
Speaking of volleyball, I do have a pink purple color volleyball, my favorite color combo. Pink and purple? Damn, so many attack circlets, that's weird. And I'm really, really praying here that this rolls well.
Stabilize.
This is
How
long
did it
overdue.
roll like that? Or how, how did the pillar spawn? Can I switch? Shit! God damn! Because of that, he's gonna move now. Fuck me, man. I'm surprised it even had 46 seconds. I got so screwed there, Jesus. Okay. Man, if it can keep giving me circles, at least give me a crit rate one. At this point, I'm starting to get salty about that. I really need a crit rate circle with a crit damage subset. I know I'm asking for a lot on that one at this point, because I got a really good one on my RAIDEN Shogun, but I really need it so I can change my Shaolin build, 'cause my Shaolin
Solidify.
could be so much stronger. I probably should have waited before doing that, but anyways.
Teamwork is strength.
Order guide you.
No touching.
See what we get. Shit. Wow, this is bottom barrel. Oofy. Oof. Yeah, this is some of the worst I've had today. In a while, actually. The domain does not want me here anymore, doesn't? I didn't realize it was this bad. Makes me a bit sad, to be honest. I'd rather replace gold artifacts for noblesse pieces and try to see if I can roll any, because it doesn't look like I'm gonna get anything at this rate. I could try one of these to see what gives me the other corresponding crit stat, but I don't want another emblem feather. I don't mind getting another flower, however, but I don't want another Shimenawa one. I don't really need it. But I do want to roll it one day. I just don't feel like doing it today. I'm excited for the story quest, but I'm also like really nervous. I keep thinking about what's gonna happen. Am I gonna be able to do it with the team that I want to use for this quest? Keep asking myself that. But speaking of teams, we're gonna switch off for good old Gongyu. Prepare this team.
This is how it must be.
I think I changed Mona back, which I need to do. Yeah. Are you kidding me? It could have been a circle of a crit rate. Fuck me then. Hmm. Huh, that's actually interesting. I actually managed to get screwed 2 days in a row. Oof. Because I don't think I have a single thing I'm willing to raise. I don't think. Yeah, I don't really have anything I want to raise. I mean, there is the geo damage bonus one, but I swear to you, at this rolls I'm gonna actually yeet the artifact because I'm so triggered of getting only good geo damage bonus. That's why I don't really want to raise it. I would have rolled that, but it'd have to give me the other corresponding crit stat. Nah, I don't feel like raising that. I'm feeling this for some reason. I don't want it. Fuck me, dude. Defense here, defense there. Nice way to fuck the artifact. Not like I didn't expect that. So all these are defense HP. I mean, I would like to raise an attack one, but it says that the only one I would be willing to raise is this one. Fine, I'll raise it. Wow, wow. I wouldn't even raise it to 16, it's that bad. For its stat, level 8 gave HP, level 12 gave EM. Okay, it doesn't look like it went up at all. God damn. It actually is one of those days. That's amazing. I'll tell you what. If it happens again to me off stream during the weekend, I'm gonna go to a new domain. Because I feel like I need to reset my luck in artifacts. The only way I can is by changing domains. When it starts to feel like this, it's a damn shame I'll ever tempted to roll one of those at this point. Defense goblets are iffy. This one, at this point I'd rather just raise the damn thing. Ooh. I'd actually use this. Hold on. Give me more EM. Give me more EM. I will use this piece. Okay. Damn it, it gave me crit right at the end. I wanted EM! Fuck. This is a good piece though. This is actually this is actually a good animal damage bonus goblin that I would replace on my Gene Loki. However, I can't get rid of the pieces on Gene, but it is arguably probably my best ever piece. Holy shit. Like in terms of like supportive capability, like it's actually that good. Like I could give this to her and it will have a similar outlook with more EM. I have less crit rate, but the HP is gonna be useful. The energy recharge is gonna be useful, but the problem is building is gonna be a pain in the ass. But I do have this crit rate circlet, which I was thinking about raising. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I probably shouldn't do that. Because for what it's worth, if I don't find anything I can raise tomorrow, I will probably max this out, but I don't want to. But I should. Because I definitely should farm Animal Domain pretty soon. It would work. It would work on if I build her more, that is. Okay. What's up, Chewie? We're gonna finally start this today. Thank God I didn't pre-do this, because that would have screwed me. That would have screwed me so bad. Okay. I was thinking about doing a day in advance. That would have screwed me if that happened. I would have started it. Oh, yeah, that. Let's get started.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help?
It'll depend on the task and the compensation. At this point, just be like, yeah, this is what we're here
Well,
for.
let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Towns are attacking the roots of the sacred Sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers.
That's
Rift
weird.
Towns? On Narukami Island?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target. The sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already?
I don't know much about the Sacred Sakura from whatever Yamiko even mentioned about it.
Good. Then you can see that this case is very urgent indeed.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred Sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Town's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them. Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Towns has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation.
Look, I'm not. I mean, I'm not really a person of puns, but come on, man. We'll send the pooches packing. Time to make some whelps yelp. Oh my god. I'll just say pooches
You
packing.
have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming them.
Relax. We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra Abyssosque.
That's a lie. But I get what you mean. Transient dreams.
The sacred Sakura's in danger again, huh? Who'd have thought? Keeping the sacred Sakura safe was Kazari's greatest wish, and now these mangy mutts are trying to destroy it. Time to teach him a lesson.
Oh, that's ugly. What the fuck? That would require, damn, to do this story quest, you'd have to do the whole cleansing ritual. Fucking Jesus. I didn't think I'd ever hear Kazari's name be mentioned in a story quest. That's surprising. Okay. Should I start there? I mean, it doesn't really matter where. I'll just go over to Kamisato Estate. But that's surprising. So, I mean, did Yamiko even mention it? Now I'm trying to remember. If we go back to that, I remembered it was a shrine. I just thought it was Yamiko. Now I don't think it was her. It had to be Kazari that talked about it. Since Kazari's name was mentioned. Sacred Sakura, meaning the giant hole under the Narukami shrine, I'm guessing. Make some whelps. Yo, come here.
Sacred Sakura! Stop them!
Delve into death.
Quick! Yeah!
Everybody stand back. Written in the stars. Shadows of
Terra Smash!
Oh, shit. I just missed him. Oh my god.
Yeah!
Oh. God damn it. You know what? I'm gonna wait for one of those boulders to break.
Stabilize!
Okay, never mind.
So many of them! No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed
Oh.
help! Come on, travelers, you can take them!
I wish that they were normal whelps, but they just drain my XP like a dick.
torn to oblivion.
Oh shit. This is how I'm gonna encounter you now?
Shogun? Wait, no. Could also be A.
Could also be A. But why is the illustrious Electro Archon here?
Oh, it's you two.
Okay, it's A then.
It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right?
You really think the Raiden Shogun talks like that? This is A talking.
You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
What brings you out this time?
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself?
Well, I like you.
Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you.
It doesn't seem like a matter of needing the Archon's attention. The commission adventures can deal with monsters. I would say I mean, it doesn't really matter. They both
If
had
the
the same
Shogun
intention.
rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Hmm? Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But Rift Hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely.
I can take a gander that this was during the Archon War that she's talking about.
The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
500 years ago. Conria. I didn't think we'd be hearing that, but I'm looking forward to what is to come. We never really asked her, does she know anything about what happened back then? Because Jean-Li keeping his lips sealed because of a contract. And I guess we never really asked Venti. Venti really needs another story quest, 'cause I feel like he's lacking so much depth to his character. In my personal opinion, like outside of the Archon quest, we had a lot of time with him in his story quests as well. But he deserves another one, man. He really does. Because now even the Raiden Shogun has one.
So
The
you've
second
heard
part.
of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Okay.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kind of makes you feel invincible, doesn't it? Oh yeah, after
Hilarious.
we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria.
Okay. Now I'm getting excited. I would love to hear A's input on that because she's, I guess, the next Archon we can ask because we couldn't ask John Lee before. I still wonder when we'll approach Venti about it, but
Color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
I'm gonna heal it first. Those Rift Hounds fucked me up really bad. But yeah. I know it's not down there because it's probably gonna keep going up ahead like it is on the map. You know what? I'm gonna get my burst back real quick. Come here, bitches.
The insolent shall be punished. Where are you?
Terra smash! To dust!
Got you.
This body belongs to ice and snow.
I still wonder, should I run this team for the story quest all the way to the end or not? Oh, hello. So it's going upward? But how did the Sacred Sakura take damage and it goes up the damn wall? How did that make any sense? It wouldn't go into that domain, would it? That'd be interesting, but I doubt it. Did the Sacred Sakura start all the way over here? Yeah, it does. Okay. Try to figure out what happened.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing. Huh?
What?
What's this?
What the fuck? What is this? Are we seeing like somebody that was once here? Not really like a past one like we've seen in like I guess Surumi Island, but maybe this was recent?
Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey.
Well, if you put it that way, it's like Surumi Island,
Why would
but
they
why?
appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
We can speak to the ghost. Oh, damn.
Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them. We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath.
What exactly happened?
You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness.
Okay, so this is definitely a lore dump. I'm loving it. So this is probably 500 years ago, Conrad nonsense
Beasts
here.
and horrifying
It has to be
monsters are
that
everywhere.
talk that we just had.
They're merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now, there's no time left. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves.
So this was definitely Conria. The Almighty Shogun. I wonder if this is A's sister. And then Kitsune Saigu, we only knew about her because of the cleansing ritual. Kazari, the familiar Kitsune Saigu, retaining all of her memories until she disappeared, you know, completely cleansing the Sakura tree and whatnot. The sacred Sakura.
I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
Bruh.
It's the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Bruh, imagine saying that to somebody and I'd be like, bruh, it isn't over. I'm still living it. Wait, but you're not alive though. And that's what she's about to tell. Like, that already happened. You're already dead, mate.
Over? But what do you mean? Shogun?
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What?
What?
But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
Are you sure about that?
Huh.
Something is strange right
I
now.
think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma. Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
Is he disappearing?
What's wrong with him?
He's disappearing.
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines.
Right.
After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards.
Dusky
In other
Ming.
words, it cannot exist for too long.
But what about Kazari? Kazari was a rare case because she couldn't disappear until she fulfilled Kitsune Saigu's wishes. Because she failed to do that herself when she was alive. So what did that mean for that filth? Because that was what Kazari was, as far as I remember. But the same as Dusky Ming? Do you think this is the same? I can't really say it's the same as Dusky Ming from Liwa. Liwa's ghosts are a bit different, I feel like. These over here in Inazuma are built different for sure.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago.
He mentioned that Kitsune Saigu was absent. She was in the middle of something and she got yeeted by the
Yes,
abyss.
Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late, otherwise it would spread to all of Teyvat. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people.
As far as I read her lore, and I mean not online, but like from the cleansing ritual, whatever was typically mentioned, she got yeeted. Actually, I did read online. Wait a minute. Because of the teaser for Raiden Shogun. It's still kind of weird. I still don't understand what happened to her exactly. All I know is that she got yeeted by the abyss when she was protecting people. She ended up, well, not fully dying, but she turned into filth thanks to the sacred sakura. Now I understand how she turned into that. I thought if some people were strong-willed, they can't fully die and they turn into a ghost or something.
I never
I
had the
find it
chance to
weird.
see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
Hey,
Is this the loss that Yayamiko mentioned? It sucks that it took till Act 2 to really understand this feeling because I was so conflicted. I think Raiden Shogun's teaser trailer for before she actually released to be a playable character, she had the most impactful teaser trailer I've ever seen where she showed a bunch of her friends from before I guess the Archon War started and she lost all of them. One of them is rumored to still be alive, and we may or may not find them in a future region. Everyone keeps rumoring that one. And Oni, that Raiden, it's confirmed that Raiden did not kill her, but she severely injured her, cut her arm off, and she ran into the forest and disappeared. One of her friends that turned evil on her because she got, I guess, poisoned, something like that. I forgot the right term for it, but it was kind of surreal.
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive.
Similar to Zhongli, but Zhongli treated it differently.
After my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever.
So you're no longer stuck in the past.
When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for.
Notice the birthmark on her upper back. I don't exactly think that's a birthmark. That's what humans all about.
As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you, and all that you did for Inazuma.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
It's just her realization compared to Zhongli, because Zhongli realized it pretty early, so he wouldn't feel that way. He would treat it as a natural thing, even though he was saddened by it, he didn't show that.
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
I guess it goes this way, but then where the heck are we going? Are we going this way?
Unexpected, there are a load of rift hounds here too.
Oh!
Leave
What?
them to me.
Oh boy, let me guess. Sometimes I wonder if I regret not getting this and only getting on forest, but I can't regret it. It's hard for me to at the time. Oh, that is so bad. Oh my god, why? And it probably gives her some damage. Okay. Okay. This is gonna be a lot of fun. That's a C3. Her bursts are gonna hit like a truck. Alright, let's see it. I can only use Raiden, so I'm gonna have to be careful and not die.
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
If I had my characters a buff,
There is no escape!
I actually have to solo this. I actually gotta try not to get hit here. That'll fuck me up.
Shine down!
Ah, shit. No stamina gang. What? Talk to the person who appeared. What happened?
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Her head hurts. You okay?
Why would you ask that?
Wait, is it wrong for me to feel concerned?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish. vaporize them all in one go. No?
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Ah, makes sense. Spoken like a seasoned shogun.
What the heck?
The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Same situation like before. A blindfolded old man.
Furuyama? Is that you?
Tea Master.
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago, too.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Damn
Your
shame he's
Excellency,
blind.
you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest.
Yeah, just don't
I'm
mind
afraid
Shiki
I'm
Tai
unable
Show
to serve
dancing
you
right
any
there.
respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do?
Let's go along with what he says. Want to learn more about the past. Let's say the bottom one.
Oh, yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters
Sheesh.
everywhere out there. It's pitch black
Oh
and
no.
loads of people have been injured.
If someone memes that, I'm
I
not gonna be
see.
surprised.
So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay. And now the almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then?
How come you're not panicking?
People flee out of a desire to live on, and the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life.
Okay. So you
With
tell me you're ready to
I
eat
have
yourself?
no such thoughts, and I have no regrets.
Yeah, it just sounds like he's ready to eat himself. You think I didn't know when you had said that phrase the way you phrased it? Sometimes it's only natural to want to live on, but to say you have no regrets after eating yourself, I mean, I guess that's a life worth living. Because even some people could have a goal, they meet that goal, and then all of a sudden they have a new one, so then it continues that cycle. This guy's just like, I think I had enough. Who knows? Just some old people that rather go to the bitter end, though. So who knows? It's not the same for everyone, but it is very respectable either way.
The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea.
Over tea.
Just listening to her
Hey,
stories.
this is looking beautiful. Look at that.
I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end.
That doesn't sound like A at all. This doesn't fit the definition of eternity at all. This is, if I'm not mistaken, we spoke to Yayamiko, right? Raiden, or I should say, A back then was accompanied with her sister. The main attraction of who Raiden Shogun was, or Almighty, was Beelzebul, her sister. So this must be her speaking this, not A. Because if A changed, she wouldn't have said this in the past. So I'm certain that's what
So you
that
see,
is.
as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. Ah, what a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew.
You can't see.
But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh? Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea.
Well, chill out.
The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set?
Bruh, the man can't see, so this is just so weird.
I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Paimon,
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious, what a fool I'm making of myself.
Why, we're gonna go to Komori Tea House? We know where the freaking files on tape.
I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But... well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Where should we go to find a tea set?
Kamisato
Having
Estate?
a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
After my eyes went bad, many aspects of daily life became much more challenging. But I always wanted to be a competent tea brewer, right to the end. But now, it looks like I have to rely on you.
I just want to hear that. For some reason, we're going to Kamisato Estate. Does that mean we might run into somebody familiar? Maybe. I mean, if we're going over here, Yaka might be over here, but that's just me kind of hoping. Unless we're just gonna talk to him. Nah, that doesn't matter. They're gonna see the Almighty Shogun and be like, "What the?
It's the Traveler! And the Almighty Shogun! How might I
Hi."
be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, Almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. Ah, and the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
You sound pretty nervous, man.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the traveler. Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
I'm a little triggered by that, but when I hear Commissioner Kamisato, I don't know if they're talking about Ayaka. I think Ayaka right now is the head of the clan until Ayato returns, because he's not apparently in Inazuma currently, as far as I can remember.
No.
When Ayaka mentioned
I am your
his
humble
name.
servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the Almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Was it really you that... Wait, is it really you that... Did I really have to read that? Okay, that tea master used to serve... Because that the tea master used to serve, but is that... I hate when I do that to myself. I used to do that a lot when I was having to write paragraphs. I don't make that mistake as often
Right. Paimon
now, but
wanted to ask that
jeez.
too. The Almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
I seldom
Wonder
had the
why.
time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for
Oh yeah,
was
her
the
name was
former Electro
Makoto. Right,
Archon,
right, 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 right.
who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto.
Right. I forgot about that. Yeah, Miko mentioned her, I think.
He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Oh,
Indeed
it's
we
only
did.
naturally.
It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings.
Dreams, or in other words, ambitions.
They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's,
Really?
quite a lot to take in.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with.
It seems more in line with how humans view the world.
Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
Hmm.
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity.
Right.
But now, I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your Excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
It is quite beautiful. Yes.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
Bruh.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return. We ought not keep
She's
Furuyama
actually
waiting
pretty
too
chill.
long.
I trust Paimon's judgment on that. Not anymore about the other previous, I guess we can call it previous Raiden Shogun. Even though they were both technically there, it's just as I figured, Makoto had a very different view, but also more righteous in the fact that the way she ran Inazuma was definitely far more interesting than how Abe would have taken it if she was, the current Raiden Shogun, but now she is currently now the current one, but it's a bit different than Makoto was. I wonder how this is gonna lead up to what. I'm curious.
Hey, where'd he go? He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
I wouldn't put it past him. What I wouldn't put it past is him yeeting himself and being like, well, I disappeared.
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long, as was the case with the memory we saw earlier.
Right.
So we won't get to drink his tea? We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
Alright, do you need a headpad? Are you okay? Like,
The information held in the ley lines is complex
you're
and
gonna be okay,
disorderly.
Paimon. It's okay.
The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
Come on, cheer up.
Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself.
Wait, really? She can make tea, but she can't cook.
The
You know
tea
what?
is ready.
I understand
Please
though.
give it a
It's
try.
not that hard to make tea.
So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it.
But brewing it is kind of a new experience in itself, though.
I'm not sure how to explain it.
You don't need to. I just said it's just memories flooding back in. Let's say this.
You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me for good.
And that's when her views really sparked, was because of her, dying, and then A had to take the spot for the next Electro Archon.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead.
So she never
But this
fought?
time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps It was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening, yes, it was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't that sacred sakura the thing that we see at like the top of course, Arakami Shrine? The one that had the kitsune shape at the top of the tree, right?
That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it, and yet its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Simply put, Makoto's power somehow made that tree appear. Wait, she made that?
Yes.
Interesting.
She had such a great love for this land, and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
It seems like you've done a lot of thinking about this already. I know the pain of separation too. Hmm.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
I guess it's appropriate, right? Have you seen my sister before?
Sister? I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
More or less, we were there.
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma, and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well,
Not really that
that's a
surprising, to be
shame.
honest. I
But it
hate to
can't be
hear
helped,
that.
I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, Let us honor the Team Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
A cup of tea has been left for Furuyama. How much did he actually perceive, and how much did he let on? Where now? So somewhere in here. Somewhere. Do we go this way? Yeah, over here. Camera. Alright, we go up here. Okay. Oh, I see them right there. They're gonna make me use RAIDEN again?
Once again, please leave them to me.
I can help, you know.
Hey! Are you sure you're alright? You're scaring us!
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this? I didn't like the way that sounded.
There is no escape.
Shit, man. I don't want to keep getting hit by the corrosion. That's just gonna fuck me up really bad. Because I don't have a character I can switch to if she goes down, so I can really get screwed by this. Oh, what the fuck?
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Yep, I have a bad feeling.
There is no escape.
Ah! Let me move!
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
She's locking up.
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
Don't force it.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back. We'll deal with the monsters. Look, that's the same light again.
This really a good time for this. Time for another trip down memory lane. Who have we got this time? Soldiers.
Where am
I? First thing is, where the heck am I at, man?
Who are you? Almighty Shogun.
Who are you? Almighty Shogun!
Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Okay, I gotta see this.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Don't. It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
He's wielding an electrovision.
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
So full of hope. An unwavering commitment to resistance. Full of hope.
Nobody knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Yeah, and I can see that insignia on her
Everyone on
back.
me!
I'm certain it's not exactly a birthmark. I feel like that was placed upon her when she became an Archon, I feel like. Don't mind me.
Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Yeah, now let me smack the heck out of this guy.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
What the fuck? Oh, I can't help them. I can watch them fight though.
Terra Smash!
Teamwork is strength, decided by destiny.
Quake! This is order. Yeah.
That actually hit me, bro. Yay! Haha, I hit him with it. No boy.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Fierce!
Thank you all.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep resting.
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that
Oh,
come
I
our
just
way.
realized they all have different visions. I can see that. So the guy with the electrovision, the one close to the screen where the, the context there is with all the text. The guy in the middle has a cryovision, and the guy to the very right has an animal vision. How convenient is that? I'd love to see those in action, but all we get to see them is swing a stick at the damn Rift Zones, but whatever. It'd been nice to see their vision. We have no business disrupting the reality they are experiencing. Great, thanks, I appreciate it.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best. But the Almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the Almighty Shogun.
Oh. Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live.
Right.
With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Yeah, about that.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
And like that, they're gone.
They're gone.
Is that a promise to them or a promise to yourself?
It was both. The
Hmm.
people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley lines. But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now, and that's what counts.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon, and I have neglected it for far too long. I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior, and my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done.
Humans are worthy of your trust.
Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Alrighty then, let's move on. It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh? She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up!
What the hell?
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body... I can't move it.
Oh.
It looks like the situation is more serious than I thought.
Well, this is not good. What does this mean, though?
No need. She is calling me.
Who is she?
The time has come.
Okay, Joamon, what time has come?
Can you help me walk?
I could just carry you, but...
I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Oh.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
When I think she's talking about her, I don't think she's talking about her past self. Is it the puppet? Do you think the puppet's taking control of her body now? She got a migraine, which sucks. I hope you know that the Raiden Shogun is mentally using the puppet's body. It's kind of weird to say that. It makes absolutely no sense the way I could even explain it. The Raiden Shogun is not the Raiden Shogun, but the Raiden Shogun is the Raiden Shogun type situation. It's kind of weird. She usually is in the plane of Euthymia inside of her own head, and she lets in it. I don't know how the heck she does it though. I know they never really explained it. I know Yayamiko did, but I still don't understand it. How they made an animate body and her mind controls the body whenever she wants to control it. But in all realism, it's kind of weird. So she's gonna fight herself? Wonder what this really means then. I'm still wondering what's gonna happen here. Oh, I've been here before. What are we here for?
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
It's getting worse again. But it's fine. I'm happy. I'm about to put an end to it all. This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands.
Raiden
The entrance
Makoto's realm of
to
consciousness?
Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness. It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
So is she trying to say it's Raiden Makoto doing the something with the body? Or it has to be, like I said, the puppet, because she does let the puppet do what she wants, because it is originally her body, but then it's kind of weird. I mean, I wish they could explain it to me so I can understand.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Are
Who
they
is
talking
she?
about Makoto?
Makoto?
That's what I'm thinking. That would be kind of weird if that's the case. Is it because of the plane of Euthymia in her head? Or the plane that she sealed here is a part of her now?
Follow me.
Where do we go?
Shit, you didn't even give me a chance to prepare myself. Oh god, I'm nervous. You didn't give me a chance to prepare myself at all. I was thinking about switching to Ganyu because I have no idea how this is gonna go using this team. But you know what? Let's do it. I kind of already knew that this was coming.
Paimon's dizzy.
Thanks to the
Where
patch
did we get sucked
live
into
stream for
this time?
2.5.
Whoa. This place.
Does look a lot like Planet Euthymia. It's a lot different looking.
Look! Look over there! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler.
Oh, that's the Raiden Shogun. Yeah. This is her, right? Yeah, it is the puppet.
This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that the puppet?
So it is the puppet.
You
Yeah.
have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity.
That's what's so strange about this. Like, how the heck did they make? How did she do this to her own body to make it to where it's the puppet, but it's like her will can, whenever she wants, control it, and now the puppet is actually trying to retaliate back.
You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait! The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse! Are you alright now?
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
I think you've mentioned this before. This is her system to safeguard against modifications to eternity. So this kind of like what happened when we first did Ace Storycross, I guess. But it was a bit different back then.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this! It's a bit extreme!
Yeah, we gotta do it the shonen way sometimes, you know?
Showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day!
The
She
rules
gotta
I
fight her
set for the
son.
Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something?
Gotta do it the shonen way.
But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over
Her
all
voice
the realm.
changed.
It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits Ei's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred, all of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome.
Yep.
You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A.
Cousin?
In the end, even the proud and mighty
What?
Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced.
I have to fight myself?
Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did.
Okay, child, you can stop blocking like a gafer.
Escape! Be gone! Pathetic. Evasion is futile. Illusion shattered.
Holy shit! This is not fair! You're gonna make me use Raiden like this, and then you give me this shit? Oh shit, oh hell no.
Torn to oblivion.
You know what? I don't care.
The Kitsune Sakura blossoms that once filled the sky
What?
fell to the ground as pitch black
What?
rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
What is this?
Completely recovered?
How is that fair, huh?
This world, a fleeting shadow. Inazuma shines eternal. Weak. Pathetic. Absurd.
Oh! God! Oh God! Okay, she keeps me in place when she hits me.
Now you shall perish. Restore. The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall
What?
never be another. Never. For the rest of time.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just gonna do this because I don't want to get yeeted.
Illusion shattered.
I don't appreciate fighting this like this.
Stillness transcended.
So third phase? This is actually ridiculous. Cause they're making us fight her like this.
Soar. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal. Evasion is futile. Be gone. There is no escape.
Ow.
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish. Pathetic. Euthymia crumbles before me.
Have you finally defeated her?
Really? I feel like that's a weird comparison to say that it reminds you of Obama giving himself a medal. Ugh, God. It's like Obama just beating his ass, his own ass. Actually, that doesn't really sound right.
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
Surely the Shogun puppet isn't invincible.
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living beings, including you and me.
That's bullshit. How can she be stronger than an Archon? That's bullshit. That's not okay to create something like that. Then that makes me question another character that we'll definitely meet again in the future. But yeah, whatever you say.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking, one that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her.
What will happen to Inazuma in the meantime?
500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learned to trust them.
Everyone looks to the Raiden Shogun for hope, but can you bear to leave humanity to go alone?
I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not exist is nothing to fear. I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle may last, it is but a drop in the ocean of eternity. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my oath. Please, be my witness. During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
Really?
Pass on my words.
I feel like she can't do this by herself. Oh, did she yeet me out of the domain? Oh, what the fuck? Nah, you gotta be kidding me, right? Bruh. Hmm. I'll have to bring this to Miko's attention. We
Looks
really
like we
gonna
got
let this
kicked out.
happen?
Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to keep on duking it out in there forever?
I believe this. I don't remember the name of the anime, but there was definitely an anime that did something like this, where God was fighting. I wouldn't say the past version of himself, but someone that looked similar to him, and he practiced everything that that guy did, and they kept fighting each other to prove who was stronger. But the battles last for months into years.
She was making sense, and
I don't
maybe
remember
this
what the
is
anime
the only
was.
way
I
to
wish I could
change the
remember it.
Shogun's rules, but still.
He has no physical body anymore and has to rely on the Shogun, but this cannot be the only way.
Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times, and has a history of rushing into difficult situations. What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen, and then she might never leave again.
We're not about to leave her just yet.
Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last time. The quicker she gets through this, the better. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, help her win the fight?
I have a proposition.
Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A while she's in there. Oh, but we also can't get in there anymore. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Okay. Maybe if we both ram into it at the same time really, really hard.
Like I had wanted to say, we need to talk to Yaimiko. Yaimiko knows exactly what she can do. I know, because she knows A.
Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly forgot about her.
How do you nearly forget about her?
Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm plane thingies more than we do, but there's no one else we can turn to. Alright, up the mountain we go.
I can't believe she says, who knows if she really understands the consciousness realm plane thingies more than we do. But she's like an adepta. She's lived like at least to me, longer than than we could know the Travels live for. But outside of that, if I'm not mistaken, if it was her that got us back into planning Euthymia during the Archon story of Inazuma, so I don't know. It just yeets me straight there. I mean, I'm not complaining, I guess. I wanted to get the Orlo key, but you know what? This is fine. Let's talk to Shrine Maiden Yaimiko.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel it for you.
Well, compared to the Talk no Jutsu of the Archon story that everyone's still pretty triggered about, I mean, it's a very justified reason. This is a completely different situation. Like, this logically makes sense if you could help us.
I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech, do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Damn. Probably get to the point.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable, presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds like A all right. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now?
This duel is more serious than anything till now. She rushed into it without thinking. I mean, she already knows that much, right?
Rushed into it without thinking. Well put.
That is how
She
she
acts
got
like
it.
such a child sometimes. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
I did.
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose, for sure!
Aha, you're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do.
Oh,
All I know
fuck.
is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura, and from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Of course.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me. What was it like?
I mean, I noticed it wasn't really that much different. In fact, it kind of reminded me of one of the Adepti realms, like the one I remember from, of course, the Shell story, because I love that I just remembered that one. It was a bit more discreet than that, though. Like, you couldn't really see that far out. It was just very spacious, like a domain expansion, if you will. That's what I
Anyway, we
love
needn't
about the
worry about the
plains
details
in
too much.
Inazuma.
It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later
This
on,
region is
that's all.
amazing.
First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Yes, ma'am.
By the protection of the Electro Archive.
I wonder if I should do this with the Traveler. Just in case, I think I'm gonna just let this story take place this way. Because, yeah, I know what's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna prepare for the worst when we're able to go back in there, that is. I don't think we'll be able to jump in there right away, but
Now
I
then,
know
I
Miko might
always
know
have my
something.
ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be.
How sly you need to be.
To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts. In other words,
Hmm.
even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
The fuck? What?
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there. What?
Yeah, I'm questioning that so hard. What?
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded by chaos. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time.
The fuck? It's drastically that different? Damn, gods are on another level for real, for real. I wonder, I wonder, god damn, what other archons are going to be even crazier than A in this particular stigma? It makes me think about the Power Archon again.
This is
Can't wait for
precisely
that.
why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer
The
if
floor
you
is
place your
made of
consciousness in a physical object first.
What? Alright, well, Paimon's staying here then. You two can go in.
in your dreams. Yeah, you're not going to abandon me, are you?
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
Paimon's had it up to here with both of you! Oh, fine. Paimon's coming too.
You better.
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way. I say.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Interesting.
Well then, the door is open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
We'll see. This
That's
is gonna
enough
be
chatter.
interesting.
Get to work.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna just toss me in there. I freaking knew it. Thank God I did this. 'Cause I don't know if I could really realistically do this with the Traveler. I feel like I need a better chance of ease. Because yes, this is our next weekly boss for the foreseeable future of Genshin Impact.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Oh boy.
Huh?
Huh? Huh, indeed. Hold on a second. Yes, indeed.
How can this be?
Don't worry. Your homie got connections. I'm gonna just give this a second. Okay.
You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years?
Wait. Oh, now you're making me worried. How much time do you think passed in here? If time really passed for a long time, if she even kept track of years, I have a question for you. The time hasn't changed, but all these years, I'm a little worried what would happen if time lasts too long.
This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel, the conclusion to that which began 500 years ago.
Please tell me it didn't actually last that long in here. Dude, we haven't been gone for like 10 minutes and she's been fighting for 500 years in here? Bruh.
Final duel? Huh. So you're finally willing to...
This is about to get next level.
Stand back, traveler.
Are you going to put put an end to all of this? Yes.
I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations.
Oh no. You're not doing this to me, are you?
Great
Wait.
enough to vaporize the ocean.
I am in. Wait. I'm stuck in the state of my. Interesting. Interesting. I am infinitely in her state of her, I guess, Bulbasaur that everyone like to call it. I forgot the actual term of her. You know what? I'm gonna check it before I disrupt this any further, because I need to. What was it called again? Muso Shinsetsu. Yes, that. I'm infinitely in the state of her Muso Shinsetsu. But look at this boss fight.
Witness the final calamity.
Look at this. I don't want to even know if I can get one shot by that.
Eternity is in my hand.
What?
Erase all threats.
Okay, fine. So I have a time limit here. What?
The will I carry within me will never be eroded nor.
I almost got my ass whooped. Oh, my health is full. Never mind. I'm scared because. Okay. No. I can't move. Wait, now I can move. Alright, this battle's cool and all, but now I'm a little disappointed. I prepared my freaking gun and I didn't get to use it.
This is the end. You have won.
Bruh. This is such an anticlimactic way of ending it, so I just end up watching it all over again. Well, great.
I believed you were incapable of transcending
As a
the
traveler,
past.
see.
But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future, and you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishin. The
Yeah,
blade
her
that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto.
The previous shogun.
Perhaps it can only respond
the
to me
small
with
text
its
above
full
her name.
power when I
This
truly understand and believe in her. When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and yet her blade brings me closer to her. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool.
Interesting.
You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change.
Interesting.
But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat? It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Interesting.
Have you finished fighting then? Like, for real this time?
Muso Ishin is glowing. What is that?
Hello, A.
Uh,
Greetings, those who have come to bear witness.
did your sister really have to sound exactly like you? How much of a twin were you?
I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces.
Bruh.
Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me. But... you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way. Don't look down on me. See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain. Here, take it, before my last shred of consciousness fades away. But it is you who must take the most important step.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles.
What the fuck?
Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
Damn. I felt that. I felt that. Ugh, god damn. Holy moly. Wow. After leaving the realm of consciousness, return to the shrine, you relay everything to
So
Yamiko.
the A of the present planted the sacred sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past.
What?
No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
I saw wonderful things inside that place. Time was moving forward and backward at the same time.
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. Huh, so that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems.
As if nothing
And
happened
yet,
at all.
that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything, it's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
I know what you mean. Perhaps Makoto got a higher power involved in all of this. But whatever
What?
the explanation, her solution is what saved us all.
Am I going to remember that word in the future? Istaroth? Istaroth? Istaroth. The term above higher power, it's in a really small text. I don't know why they do it like that, but I wonder what that really signifies.
Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness, but unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No. But I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
So you're telling me she planted the sacred sakura of the future from the past. We're really gonna go by that's what that seed did? But then how did that make sense to lead to this point? Damn, her wishes were something else.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
Right.
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
So she turned it into a kitsune? Yeah. Well, that confirms that. I thought it grew exactly like that, so I thought of something really badass that happened, but no. She turned it into that. I mean, it is what it is, right?
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
Bruh.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today.
Right.
And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not?
That's
Traveler, if
scary.
I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you?
Repeating your wishes. Oh, do you think when he got transported in, when he was, yo, I can't wait to look back at that cutscene. I had to record that because that's just crazy. The way he perceived it was just like, man, I really need to play that game. Uh, Reminded me of essentially Judgment. It was just like look at a reflection of yourself, or not really a reflection of yourself, but a reflection of the mind of what you saw in your past, and trying to repeat that which was in your mind to see it in the future. And it's kind of weird, honestly. Repeating the same wishes over and over to the past and future is kind of strange.
At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
I mean, that's how I thought it was gonna be to begin with. It just took time. Long.
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside, so it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared.
So she was fighting there for 500 years, but we had literally only been gone for like 5 to 10 minutes. Like, it's just funny to me. Like, that's crazy, dude.
My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome. You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
A, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down?
Wait, what?
After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
Oh,
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then. She even factored my immaturity into her plan.
bruh.
It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day.
But hey, you made a crucial contribution too.
I just planted a seed.
Your will and hers were both indispensable.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
But getting there was a result of your countless efforts coming together. Just because the cause and effect ended up a bit back and forth, or back to front, doesn't mean you should undervalue the part you played.
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Okay, how much does she tease you? This is horrible. Did she do this to you on purpose now that she graciously accepts it? What does she usually say to you then?
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
I guess never mind then.
Makoto said the exact same thing!
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days?
I mean, this face says a lot here.
Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Wait, she hasn't done that yet? I thought she'd been done that. That's the decree that's going between all the fucking forgot the term. The tri-commissions, there we go. That's the problem with all the tri-commissions working together. I would say it's supposed to be because of one, but it was all of them all together. It needs to be changed. As far as I could remember, that was what they said they were gonna do after they abolished the Vision Hunt decree, right?
Really? That's huge news!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis.
They want to
In
balance
which
things out in
case,
the nation.
there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt
Ah,
that many challenges
right.
lie ahead for Inazuma.
So it wasn't just that. She's gonna let people actually freely visit Inazuma too. But out of those challenges will be born new opportunities, yes.
I'm looking forward to it.
Teleport waypoint? Alright. What a freaking story quest, man. What a freaking story quest. Holy shit. That was amazing. Wait.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Whoa!
I am prepared for them.
Whoa! I have a lot of things to ask. Hold up. About the challenges.
Abolishing the Sakoku decree has a myriad of implications. It would be folly to say that it will be all positive, and there will be no negative repercussions. For example, I can foresee the outside world posing a threat to Inazuma's businesses. These are the issues that I must work to solve.
Interesting.
Hey, you're thinking about this all so conscientiously. I've only got as far as wondering whether I'll be able to sell entrance tickets to the Grand Narukami Shrine in the future.
Really?
Honestly, Miko. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. But
What about the
Makoto's
gaze
gaze
of the
was
gods?
always fixed on the people of
gods, yes.
Inazuma. I always assumed it was because that was her duty. But now, I see that hers was a gaze full of delight and hope. It was not just a duty, but a joy, too. She loved humanity very dearly.
If the people of the past deserve the gods' attention, then so do the people of the future.
Indeed. No longer will I ignore their passions and dreams. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
About the
But
centuries
I
of
am prepared
dueling?
for them. To put it bluntly, it was constant torture, with no end in sight. Faced with an endless battle, I had to remain focused at all times. Had my concentration lapsed for but a moment, the Shogun's blade would have taken my life. Safe to say, were it not for my previous experiences in combat, my skills would not have been up to the challenge. I would most certainly have been defeated.
You know, it makes me wonder if I like never healed the Raiden Shogun, could I have, kept fighting no matter what? It would just automatically heal me. Because if it was like that, that's kind of gay. But either way, I really, really enjoyed the story quest either
And
way.
through it all,
Yes.
you also had your part to play.
Mhm.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
About the damage to the sacred Sakura.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I will be sure to remind the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions of their duties in this regard. It's not only the monsters that I am worried about. I'm concerned about what else might escape from the sacred Sakura.
That's a tough one, all right. There's plenty more besides memories held in the ley lines.
Since you clearly understand, perhaps you could think about making an effort too.
Yeah,
Many challenges still lie ahead for
Miko
Inazuma,
said that she was
but
placing
I
her
am prepared for
god.
them.
Ahem. Yai Miko said nothing of the sort, and the traveler has some nerve making up spurious claims about her while she is still present. Some words are
Bruh.
not to be passed on.
You're ready to say that right in front of her. Well, I needn't pry, but what if A says something?
Trust me, you don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just think of the things I said to you as our little secret. Understood.
I don't really count that as a betrayal if we didn't have an oath to begin with. We didn't do a handshake. We never used the words of secrecy. We didn't do any of that. It was just a serious moment, but not anything that warrants saying betraying you.
What are you talking about?
Sounds kind of sus.
Nothing. Ooh, I suddenly want some fried tofu.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma,
I have no other
but I...
questions. With that in mind, I'm going to take a screenshot while I'm here. Because it's ready to see both A and, of course, Yai and Miko together like this, so I want to take this chance to look this way, but it's going to look so stupid when I do this. Because it's going to look like something completely different, but it's still really nice to have something as precarious as this. It's still nice either way. Really is nice though. You know what, let's see if I can do this. Yes. A really nice screenshot here. I really enjoyed this story quest. I'm debating about letting it end here because we're getting closer and closer to 10 o'clock and whatnot. I actually need to quickly see how long I've been streaming for. Speaking of which, how long have I been streaming for? Yes, 2 hours. Okay. I don't know. Should I push that? Yes. Either way, I definitely enjoyed this. Except at the moment I teleport from here, they're gonna be gone. So, we will see Yaimiko's story quest next Friday is when we'll see her. But until then, I will continue the Three Realms Gateway offering, but I don't think I'm gonna do it today. I I think it's fine that I push that for either Monday's reset to make my reset a bit longer, but I probably shouldn't do that. Might save it for Tuesday next week. How far do I want to keep pushing that? Because to be honest, there is of course other things I want to have done as we get further into 2.5 patch. A lot of amazing adventures that we've had on Genshin Impact. I just really love the story so much, and Inazuma wrapped up with a really good one here. I don't know if Raiden Shogun will have anything to her name after this. This could be the last quest we get of her, because this truly was a lore dump of its own right. As for Venti, which a lot of people have been talking about him lately, because we are getting around that time that we're gonna most likely get Windbloom Festival coming back, like next patch even, which I still think it might happen because that's what happened when I first started playing the game. It was between March and April when it happened. When Venti had his first rerun, that was around the time that I had already started playing for over a month. And that event was pretty good. I wish I could have done more of it because even though it wasn't that enjoyable to me, I will actually enjoy it more now than when I did the first time. 'Cause back then, I had pushed myself a lot playing this game, and now I'm like enjoying it for what it is. It's a great feeling now. So because of that, it is really nice to be able to see things from a different perspective since the game treats you a certain way that is so much time-gated content and there's not really much to be said on that, right? I let the game treat me the way it wants to treat me and I'll accept that in return. Rather than pushing myself, I have other games to play. But every single thing I've learned lately, it's been hard for me to figure out what to do for content because I could realistically stream almost every day, but there's some days I like having a downtime to relax my
This realm
mind
is.
and keep my thoughts at bay. Especially watching anime helps a lot. But when I really think about it, there's so much content I wish to be able to show, but I don't want to just kind of like derail myself so much of so much things that could be done. Now, as of late, I've been thinking about preparing for, and I still think I will, as my birthday comes up in under a month, like under 2 weeks or so. I will be. Ooh, you can buy these now. Oh, how much of these can I buy? Oh, I'm gonna buy this every week. That's great. It's not a lot, but it's a good investment. I like that. But yeah, if things go on, I wonder what kind of content I'll be able to do moving forward. But I've been planning to do a playthrough for some time now. And I've made my decision that I'm probably gonna do it pretty soon. As in, once I'm able to finish up one of my other playthroughs, I'm gonna start that up right away. Because even though I hate to do a lot of solo playthroughs, I do have well, a playthrough with the homies, so to speak. And I've been wondering if I should start that sooner rather than
If you
later.
ever.
But there is something I really need to handle that I'd like to do sooner rather than later. But I can always push that on days where I decide to not stream, but it really depends. So it just depends on that front. But now we have a new boss that I can fight every week. I kind of want to do this on stream. Here, material drops are these. I'm gonna start farming this boss a lot because as new characters come out, she's gonna like the characters are probably gonna take her resources since she's the most recent weekly boss. I don't expect there to be another weekly boss for a while. I'm just happy that we have another one. And because of that, I kind of want to do it.
It's so nice to de
I
stress.
wish it wasn't freaking 30 though. Well, I guess I'm wasting this then. Okay, we're gonna go fight this real quick before I head out. We're gonna fight this because instead of me doing this on the weekly reset, starting today, starting every weekly reset, I'm gonna start doing weekly bosses again. And that's gonna be the premise of my reset vibes. Moving forward, I'm gonna fight every boss, every reset for a while. Until we get to Sumer, that is. Then I'll probably stop for a while. Because I need to hopefully get more billets again. But mostly because I kind of found a determination to at least give these a try again. Even if the rewards aren't exactly the greatest. Dream solving is not something I desire of, but I have a decent amount of them. I just hope for billets. May it be bow, may it be sword, may it be claymore. I'll actually keep those if I get it this time. Let's see how strong she is at her absolute might at this level. That's what I want to see real quick. So I wanted to do this on stream with that in mind. Narukami no Makoto will continuously absorb ominous destiny and will gain upon hitting characters. When ominous destiny is filled up, she will enter baleful Shadow Lord form. While she is in that form, active players will lose elemental energy at intervals. Wagatsu Mitake and Narukami no Makoto, that's a mouthful, will gain a great damage resistance and deal more fatal attacks. Use the appropriate elemental attack to disable the form more quickly to obtain the energy in process.
If you lie on...
Stabilize!
Born of ice and frost. Eat this! Nice and spicy. This is long overdue. Nope, I can fix this.
Stabilize!
How strong will she be?
Stand back. Let's light it up.
Inferior.
Get out of here.
Oh my gosh, she did not stop moving.
Access denied.
I mean, I can tank it, so it doesn't matter. How strong is she, though?
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Ah, right. That's gonna be a problem because she's gonna fucking like really bad here.
This body
So
is
this
eternal.
is the state.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Huh? Perish.
Stabilize!
Huh?
So I'm gonna need an electro character for this, huh?
Purge all obstacles.
God damn it. I want to try this with the Ganyu, but
Everybody stand back.
Order guide you!
The final calamity.
Gather!
My contract goes...
oh. Oh. So it guaranteed one-shots me. Good to know that this boss fight did not pull any punches. God damn. I had a shield on and it guaranteed one-shot me.
I'm a little low on energy.
Yeah, I don't want to risk that.
Gather!
Teamwork is dream. No touching.
Damn.
Let's light it
She
up.
hurts like a bitch.
Let's
Wait,
light
she's
it up.
dead again? What? How?
Everybody stand back.
What?
This is order!
Like
Get them.
obey me.
How? How is that possible? How did she die?
This world, a fleeting
Go
shadow.
in.
Damn, I keep making that mistake like an idiot.
Let's light it up. You're toast.
Yeah, I'd have to use my Raiden team against her. Interesting. What the fuck is this? Find and defeat the special illusion.
Shattered.
Oh, come here, bitch.
Out of the frying pan.
Stabilize!
Huh? Teamwork is dreamwork. Huh?
30 seconds.
Let's light it up.
This world, a fleeting shadow. All
This-
desire can be broken.
Solidify!
Okay. Oh no. I survived it, yes!
Is eternal.
Oh, fuck.
Ruin follows by blade.
I'm waiting for her attack.
Solidify!
Huh? Everybody stand back.
This is actually tough as nails. I actually enjoy this. The thing that sucks is how much I'm gonna have to do this.
Eternity is in my hands.
Oh no.
You're toast! Access denied. Teamwork is true!
Euthymia crumbles before me.
That's a tough ass boss. Holy shit. That is by far the hardest boss that we have gotten so far in this game. I mean, Will's actually, I don't know if Will's could beat her like super fast. They could probably beat her decently fast. I'm certain of that. But damn, that was tough. Dream Solvent. Trash. I'm not complaining about this. First time I've done this boss. Don't care about any of these. But Dream Solvent, cool. This is gonna be a boss I'm gonna farm a lot for the future. For a while. So this will be a good time to start farming this boss. But sadly, I'm gonna probably farm artifacts though this weekend so I can freaking warrant the artifacts I currently have, and I guess the more that I'll farm will be for another day when it comes to the artifacts I'll get from chests and whatnot. I still have the Economia event going on. I was gonna do this for the stream, but I think it's appropriate to let that be. I do know one thing that's gonna suck about fighting this boss. I might have to try a different method of a team for that boss fight. Using my regular Raiden National won't work in there either. It might work a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna work that much. I wonder if I should run the hyper carry version that would have some kind of thing that it could do. Not too sure. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll stream Genshin again Monday reset, the usual vibe. Yamiko next Friday. That's how I like to do it. I'll continue Economia. I have a feeling there might just be able to squeeze 2 more streams out of that area. I found out that there's no time limit. You can just go in, go out. I don't know how much story quest there is, but I feel like there's still a lot left to this outside the exploring afterward. There might be like 2 more quests afterward for all we know. But that's just me hoping on that one. But come to that. That'll be nice. I will try to see if I can get a hold of the boys. I might have a stream tomorrow if that's the case. I'd like to start a playthrough with those homies, see how they're doing. That was a fun fight. It just sucks what I'm going to have to do it. I wonder what team could make it a bit easier. Not too sure. Either way, I enjoyed that. Reset vibe is going to be quite interesting this time around.
Should we really be off work
I like
this early?
that.
There is still
Well,
a lot left to do.
with that, I see what my friends have been on. Yeah. Oh, wow. Last time I checked it was 27. Also, update on this. I got J Cut on my other account somehow, and I've raised this bad boy to 80. My stats are kind of stupid. Like, the fact that you can 100% your crits is kind of ridiculous. But it looks cool for a thumbnail. 100% crit rate. Feels good, man. It says that I want this weapon on this account, but I still don't think I'd have a use for it because I have Mistborn. I'd rather just use that. I have 2 of them after all. I wonder how he's doing. One day I'm gonna spook him and I'll probably do it on stream. Cause yeah, I'm probably gonna spook him. I don't know if anything changed with this guy or this lady. I don't know who actually is playing this account now, cause it's not the same person I knew. But either way, I love you and Mia too. On that note, thank you guys for watching. My name is Crytek N-Bomb, and I will catch you guys next time.